Sir Noah.
I like meeting our little buddy on the board.
I know, that's
Yeah,
what I think.
Yeah.
Bernard.
Bernard. Oh, goodness.
Tupper go crazy.
Oh, man. Good times, good times. Yeah, so we didn't do much. We covered the second set of rules, and then we just practiced. So if you've looked at the homework for 7.2, you should be fine. I don't know what's going on. I kind of want to check on the sound thing right now, because there was sound on it when I looked. So YouTube might have, for some reason, taken off the audio and some sort of copyright strike into it. Did I say something offensive? I don't know.
Maybe like saying problems from the book isn't allowed. I don't know.
That would be very strange.
I can hear the stream that's going right now.
Okay, good. So there's sound on it for
So
sure.
I'll look at the previous one.
And it might just be my computer.
I was going to ask, are you sure your sound is on? Because sometimes I do that, and
Yes.
I mean, is your sound on in the rest of your computer?
Yes.
Yeah, I doubt it's you.
Because I heard like static.
Huh.
Do you still have those extra masks in your bag?
Yeah, there's somewhere over here.
one time I was waiting for a Zoom call, and so I got on there, and the guy was like, just talking, I couldn't hear
Yeah,
him,
there
so
seems like there's
I
sound.
can't hear you, I'm sorry. Since
Maybe
I took
it's
like 5
just, like, not
minutes to
very
figure it
loud.
out, and it's just that I didn't have my audio on.
I've done that in class multiple times.
I just need to go back.
So
Yeah, I have sound on my end.
Okay.
Weird.
I don't know what was going on.
When did you watch it?
This morning.
That's so weird. Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. I'll go back and check. It might have just been something weird.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, I just go to YouTube and search Pierce Marks.
Yeah, you just, during class sessions, the live stream on YouTube will be just on my channel. But then after class, I put it in all the playlists and everything. So if you want to watch live, and even type into the chat and say things, maybe I'll see it, probably not. But
Oh, you have 37 subscribers?
yeah, I'm the 37.
38 now.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's amazing.
I don't know how people, like, man, I don't know how people get subscribers or followers now. It's like everybody under 25, your Instagrams and stuff or TikToks have like 500 subscribers.
Is it
or
no?
more. No, not yours? Okay.
No, it's usually people are like, they follow everyone from like their school and like people
Yeah.
just follow them back, so it's all these like random people.
Yeah, not me. I graduated with 16 other people, so.
That was me too. I graduated with 16.
Yeah.
17.
I was 600 something.
I was 900.
900, that's crazy. And that's small
Yeah.
for, my wife graduated with, I think, like 1,500.
Wow.
Did she get a broken arrow?
No, we're both from California,
Uh,
so we went to big Southern California schools. Well, she did. I went to private schools. I was homeschooled actually for second grade through senior year. So I only went to school like 2 days a week. Homeschool for the win.
Santa Fe and Jinx have played yet.
Did we have problems left over last time we didn't do it?
Santa Fe is
Yeah, I think
I was on, I think I just had 13.
You had 13?
Oh,
I think we were on Sophia.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
I think I was the last one.
I think we had a 16
Yes,
truth table.
but it's.
Oh, yeah,
super
yeah, I
simple,
think she has to do that, for sure.
It's
Why
like
stop
this,
at
oh.
16?
Let's go longer. I made someone in the class after this do 32 line one.
I have a feeling
I don't
This is a joke.
I'm just like an example, just line of a 64 line, because I haven't seen that.
They scheduled our
For fun?
one of our trips on Friday.
Maybe that was a bad choice of words. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. You can do it, you're welcome to.
My hand is actually
all day rehearsal.
Your hand's not working. All of a sudden, your hand's not working. I
Well, I'm
hate
just
that.
mad because OVA is the day
I
after my
just
birthday.
noticed that I have a
And so I'm
pulse.
looking to see if
Sure.
it's like,
Yeah,
friends are still in band and all.
maybe you should have more calluses.
Um,
Okay, we had 13, and then did we have someone doing 14? No? Okay, you all come to do 13? And we'll start there. You just write on this middle board.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, that should be good. All right. So break it down step by step. How are you doing this for us?
Okay, so your first one, you're gonna get, in D, or in and then D, because you don't have D here.
Good.
So therefore, from disjunctive, or DS, I'm just gonna say DS.
Yeah, yes.
So you'll have in D,
Good.
DS, 2, 3, and then after that, you're gonna have not in, because since you don't have D, you can't have in.
Good.
So that's gonna be not in, and that's gonna be notice. So, yeah, 3, 4. Okay, and then you're going to, you're gonna have C, if C then in, based off the simplification rule.
Good.
So C, N, so 1, and then you won't have C, because if you don't have N, then you'll have C based off MT, Roche colon.
Good.
And then what? 5, 6. And then based off the addition rule, you just add 4P and 8.
Beautiful. Good job. That's great. Everybody can snap.
I'll clean it if anybody else comes.
Yeah, that's good. See, you know, you happy?
That was very kind of you.
Yeah, it was very fun.
This is a horrible.
I don't think this is a Apostles' Creed.
What was that?
Apostles' Creed instead of Assassin's Creed. I think that's fun. I like that. That's good.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's good. Good job. That's it. What do we want to do then? Do we just want to keep practicing? Where are we at?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit behind on the homework. I didn't get
Get out.
today's done.
Yeah, that's fine.
See, and I'm ahead, I've done,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Characteristic Sophia's statement. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little behind. Well, I'm ahead.
I've done all of 7.2, so now I just need to read through 7.3.
Okay. Well, where is everybody else? In between those two extremes.
I think I'm about where it says. I'm also pretty behind. Is there any chance we can go over one of the questions on 7.1.1?
Yeah, no problem. Which one?
It was 13.
Let me pull this open real quick. Yeah, I never mind going back and forth to older chapters, so it's totally fine.
Is that the not C, the not F?
Yeah.
7.1.1?
It's 7.1.1 to 13.
7.1.1 number what, sorry?
13.
13.
And it starts with not C to not F.
Yeah.
Not C to not F, L then F, not F, F or not L, and derive something from it, anything at all. So, not C then not F, L then F, not F, F or not L, and then you got your blanks. Okay. Do you understand what the prompt's asking you
Yes,
to do?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So you just can't find anything to derive?
Yeah, maybe I'm just like being dumb or something like that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're all idiots here, so. The fact is, we'll probably all be dumb at one point. Okay, so here's our rules. We have modus ponens, modus tollens, hypothetical syllogism, Disjunctive syllogism, simplification, oh man,
Well, I think
addition.
since it's seven
Yeah,
point
it's-
one,
it's
you
just
just
those
have the
first
first.
four.
Yeah, just the first four. Simp addition, conjunction, and construct a dilemma. That's what we have from 7.1 and 2. So with this one, I mean, maybe you'll be able to use some of the other ones, but just using the first four, do you see anything you can do?
Off the top of my head, no, maybe I feel like I'm overlooking something.
Do you have the rules in front of you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool.
Could the not be throwing you off?
That's what I'm suspecting, Joseph.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah, okay.
So look at this, the form of disjunctive syllogism, or DS. So the form, let's see this marker works. The form of DS is square or triangle, not square, therefore triangle. Right? Look at 3 and 4. Does that give you anything to do?
Okay, yeah, so, but it was throwing me off with the not L.
But not L. I'm not saying this is correct, by the way. This is just a possibility.
Would you still be able to do that even though there's still the not L on there?
Yeah, so this triangle could be anything, right? This triangle could represent not L.
Gotcha,
It could
okay.
represent not L and P. It could represent anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm using the shapes, yeah.
Okay, gotcha, yeah, that's, okay, I was being thrown off by that.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
So I'm not saying it's necessarily correct, because so the form of disjunctive syllogism, again, this or this, not one of them, so the other one.
Right.
Now here we have this or not this, not F.
That's just F.
That's just F. So it's not negating that, right?
Yeah.
So you can't do disjunctive syllogism with these two. Okay, now look at another rule. Pick any of the first four.
Most ones.
Okay, do you know the form of that one off the top of your head?
Yeah.
What is it?
You do square, or if square, then triangle, and then square, so therefore we get triangle.
Okay, so the square is going to be on the left-hand side, right?
Right.
So you got to affirm something on the left in order to deny, or to affirm something on the right, right? So here's your two conditionals, not C to not F, L then F. Do you have anything on the left that you could affirm?
I mean, there's L in 4, but it's not like by itself.
Right, but it's not by itself, so we can't affirm it, right?
Right.
This is just purely one of these might happen. And it's not L, so we couldn't even do that there.
Yeah.
Okay, so disjunctive syllogism didn't work, modus ponens didn't work. What about modus tollens? What's the form of modus tollens?
Like, if square, then triangle, then not triangles, and you get not square.
Good, yep, exactly. Okay, so do we see anything that there's a negation of the right-hand side anywhere?
Yes, like on the first and fourth one, but they're not, well, the first one, it's if and then.
First and fourth?
Well, no, so I'd say just the first one, where there's a negation, where it's like if and then.
Okay, so negation C, then negation F. But this will be, this entire thing here is square, and this entire thing here is triangle. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
want to get a negation of the right-hand side, which will mean a negation of triangle. And here,
So that
the
would be-
triangle is not F, right?
Okay, gotcha, so then that would be 3, which would technically be a negation.
Good. So the 3 and 1, not F negates not F. Negate this side leads to a negation of this side, right?
Gotcha,
So if
okay.
this is not C, what's a negation of not C?
C.
C, or you can put not C, whatever works for you. They're the same.
Okay,
make sense?
gotcha, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So if you can't see it at first, just go through like we just did. Look at a disjunctive syllogism, look at modus ponens, and then just eliminate which rules you could possibly use or not use. What else do we need to go over? Anybody have particular problems or anything in particular? some more practice then. Sophia's already done all the problems,
I
right?
can do one.
What?
I can do one.
You wanna do one? Do you have one in particular that you have a hard time with? Or, I'm thinking I'm just gonna assign problems.
Sure.
Okay.
I've done all the ones for the, like, do it now.
Okay, cool. Let me assign, well, if I assign them, then if you've already done all the homework, you'll probably have seen them, right? What was due today, 7.2.3?
I think just
When I got the reading schedule.
Today's,
7.2.1.
Oh, okay, so we haven't done 7.2.3, most of us, right?
yeah,
Okay, I know I signed some last time, I think.
yeah, for today, it's exercise 7.2.1, number 1 through 10.
Okay, so let's do this, let's pick up where we left off then.
I actually have a question problem.
Yeah.
Can you look at number 17 from 7.1.2?
Sure. 7.1.2, 17.
Did we only have to do 1 through 10 for that?
What did you say?
7.1.2?
Well, I went off the, I'm not on, I didn't look at the reading schedule, I just looked at the syllabus, so, I don't know, but either
Very
or,
possible
I
there's
don't,
an error.
On the reading
I-
schedule, it's 1 through 10.
Yeah,
I
I have
could-
1 through 10.
well, I could have done more, it's okay though, I just wanna make sure I understand it
It's
now.
practice.
Yeah, I don't care, I just wanna make sure I know it, cause I was confused.
Yeah, and I think for like, 7.2.3, there's like 30 problems, but we only had to do like
Did you say
15.
7.2.2?
I said 7.1.2.
Oh, wait, hold on. Why the, 7.1.2, I only had 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I probably read it wrong, but it's okay. I just wanna know what's happening.
At least it's not the truth tables.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
exactly.
there were only 10 assigned, but there's 20 in the 11th edition. 20 problems. I don't know if that, maybe that changes. I based the syllabus and everything off of the 13th. So I don't know if the older editions have
Yeah.
different problems set different.
There's 20 available problems, but we only had 10, so
Okay.
for the 13.
Okay, so this one, it's asking you, here's your conclusion that you're deriving, fill in the gap, right, and then give your justification.
Yeah.
Do you see anything you fill the gap in with?
7.1.
Well, I was thinking,
Says
no, I know it's. Yeah, I really have, my only like guess would be to do like an HS situation, but I didn't know if that was possible, so, like that
Okay.
hypothetical, whatever it's called, the rule.
H and C and A, and then S and K, E and R, then K, H, then K. So, okay, so yeah, so maybe a hypothetical syllogism will get you there, I don't know. But what would we need to have, and we can just invent anything here, right? It doesn't have to be an inference, you can make a premise to fit in there, anything you want. So what could we add to the premises that would allow us to get this? Did I miss you?
I see.
Would it, I think I see.
You could do, I don't know if this is the right one, but the way I would do it is just say, if H, then E and R.
If H,
Oh,
then
okay.
E and R, and yeah, good, that allows you to set up your hypothetical syllogism, right?
Gotcha, okay.
So now you just do a hypothetical on, it would be 4 and 3,
Yeah.
HS, yeah. But it's hard to kind of see those at first, come up with one. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody else?
I do have a question about that one.
Yeah.
The instructions say to provide the justification for both of the lines, so what justification would you put for a premise instead of something you've derived?
Right, the premise of the derived conclusion. Well, my 11th edition is saying just write the premise and then give the justification for the conclusion.
Yeah.
Does the 13th say something different? That's weird.
Yeah, mine's the 13th edition. It says provide the justification for both lines.
Are you looking at the right one?
that's wrong. That makes no sense,
I
right?
didn't think it made sense.
Yeah, because that one's asking you to fill in the premise too, that's weird. Huh. But it gave you a little space on that one to do this, like to give a justification.
But
That's strange.
it didn't.
Okay, any more questions? Okay, let's do problems. We're gonna jump straight into 7.2.3. We will go to, are you ready? You remember your numbers? I'm not gonna remember them. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Got it? Okay. Get working. 7.2.3. Make sure you have your rule sheet in front of you. Like especially if you didn't see the last lecture or something. Because the second set of rules will help. Or will be necessary. You know those things. Just put up your hand when you're done with yours. That'd be cool. You don't have to keep it up, I just want to see when we're all done. another, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, and then if we're not finished, we can just do it together. Speed things up. All right. While we're waiting, I asked this to my other class. Can you guys like think of like cool now? Like a cool person. Like what is a mental image in your head? Like what kind of clothes are they wearing? You know what I mean? Like you have an archetype in your head of what cool is, right? What would cool be?
I really don't think of that, like, the only like cool person images I might have is like from when I was little,
Yeah.
like
I don't know if I
growing.
really think of people as being cool.
Yeah.
So that's just might be a dead concept now.
Maybe.
Maybe,
I think
Kind of-
it's, sorry,
You know you did.
I think it just depends on like what community I'm in.
yeah.
Okay.
Because like when I'm in SGA, like the level of like cool is different than like cool in like my sorority, which they're both cool but very different.
Okay, so cool is relative to a group. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the type of responses I expected from this
I
class.
think,
Yeah.
like, if you would have said like trendy, that would have been a little different.
Okay, yeah, like trendy. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Trendy actually in some circles would be what you're wearing.
Yes.
Right, so like in the menswear, like Reddits and subreddits, people love all this handmade shit that I'm wearing right now. Like I've got a nice handmade vest, I've got these expensive ass pants made by some guy in Texas, boots, yeah. But it's like definitely not trendy in terms of what the kids are wearing now. You know, like
I mean,
streetwear
it
type stuff.
depends, like, it's not really cottagecore, what would it,
It's
your outfit is not cottagecore, but it's like something
It's like
similar.
Johnny Cash cottage core.
Johnny
Yeah.
Cash. I mean, it's just Western. Yeah. My entire wardrobe is just like Western or like mountainy type stuff. Yeah.
That would be more like,
It is almost cottage
yeah, it's
Yeah, it is.
almost cottagecore, I can't think of the term right now.
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack, yeah.
Like
Like,
lumberjack
This is the
chic.
only thing I can think of.
all my clothes are like 1890s, like coal miner type clothes. Like the pants I'm wearing right now are literally called 1891 dungaree, and they're handmade by some guy in Texas, and they're like literally off the design of an 1891 pair of pants. So they've got like the old suspender buttons and everything. It's cool. No belt loops. But yeah, so I don't think of that as cool though. But like, I guess maybe cool is just a dead concept. Some other people in my other classes were talking about how you don't really think of people as cool anymore. You think of them as like chill or having a good vibe, which I've heard a million times. I'm like, okay. So what is somebody who's chill or has a good vibe? Like who's vibing?
No.
That's what people say. I'm not saying I say it.
See, sometimes I don't like necessarily enjoy being around people who are chill because they don't have any personality.
Yeah.
So, but then it's like you're talking about like, oh, she's a really chill person. But it's like personable and nice and
Yeah.
It is so funny. This class is such a different demographic. Yeah. Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, we don't have to think about that anymore. Then we'll come back to it. Okay, who wants to do the first problem?
Well, should we just go in order, or?
No.
I'll go.
If we go in order, we might end up doing things like people might not be done already, you know. So I'll just take volunteers. But Sophia, I do like order as well, perfection. So I know.
Is this one good?
Yeah. That was a little weak. You think it's nice and thin.
Very fancy.
Mm. All right, what are you putting on the board?
So I'm doing 16.
Cool. All right, get that problem up and then start describing it. But yeah, so okay, is there really no single image in your mind of like someone who's cool or anything like that?
Okay, so what if I have a stereotypical image that I don't agree with, but I think that it still exists?
Yeah.
Because I think this, like the stereotypical cool in my head is like a guy wearing sunglasses and like leather jacket and baggy jeans and like a shirt that doesn't mean
So you're
anything.
thinking like Tom Cruise in Top Gun?
Yeah, like so like
Maybe like
older cool, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Like that's cool, but I don't agree that it's cool, but that's like the,
But that's like what you think of, I think the word
Yeah.
cool. So maybe that's telling you the concept of cool is outdated.
Yeah. And
I guess so.
I guess I kind of get like the skater, like kind of
Skater.
image in my mind too. like skateboard, ragged jeans,
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Like
Yeah.
he's a cool dude, bro, but
Bro.
That's fine.
Hyphen all those words.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, so when I was like in high school and like even early undergrad, like, well, even, that's not that long ago, like, what was cool was like super tight skinny jeans and basically looking like a skater, or like emo. And I dressed like that until like 5 years ago when I completely changed my style and went like Western type stuff and baggy pants. But yeah, like I actually got like bullied and beat up for like not wearing skinny jeans as a kid. And now no one wears skinny jeans. I mean, you're the one exception.
I think I'm wearing skinny jeans too.
Are you wearing skinny jeans?
I think they're kind of, I think they're skinny jeans.
Yeah. They're definitely not as common. I mean, if like, especially in SoCal, if you wore something other than skinny jeans, you'd be made fun of. So,
Yeah, so we've got, this is what they give you. We're trying to find D or R. So my first thought was I need C, because C helps me with other stuff. So take 3 and simplify it down to just C. Then we have, you can say C or not G, and that's for addition. And then this one's a long one because I did it like the way the book would want you to do it.
yeah, that's fine by me. Be thorough. I like
So we've got C or not G, which we have up here. So if we have C or not G, then we have P, not P and L.
good.
P and L. And that's 1, 5, corners, 4 components. And then 7, we have not P. That's 6, 7. Maybe
Good.
6 was 7. 8. I have not P and C because I have C here and not P here. So
Good.
it's a conjunction. P is step 4. And then 9, because we have not P and C, we can say we have C and D. Or C then D. C then D is 8, 2, 2. And then we can say we have D for 9. And then finally we can arrive at D for R. And that's 10
Good.
addition.
Perfect. Yeah, there's something beautiful to me about this. When you do follow the book, it's just so step by step. It's like, it tickles my OCD. I like it. Okay, good job. Any questions on this one? Okay, who wants to go next? Yeah, let's snap class one. Yay.
Oh, double snaps, because he's playing the board.
You know what? I can't snap. I can kind of snap. Can't snap. Couldn't whistle till I was a teenager. Still can't really tell analog time. Yeah, my brain doesn't work. What number do you have?
21.
Oh, okay.
The 21
Yeah, the thin one, yeah.
It's kind of nice though.
It's too long.
It's better than like the stiff chair.
Isn't that so nice to write on a clean board?
It is, like, it's just such a good feeling, you know?
It is.
When, especially knowing that the person before you cares enough to clean it.
Exactly.
That's part of it, yeah. You know? But some people don't like to clean the board.
Yeah, some people are just baddies like that. I don't know.
Yeah, just bad.
I know some, and I'm not naming names.
That's my definition of cool.
A baddie?
No.
Or not cleaning the board?
Cool is being too cool to clean the whiteboard.
Oh, okay, so just being a jerk.
And you love the skateboard, so you're double cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, I mean, skaters were like the cool thing in Southern California. But now that like I'm older, it's like Tony Hawk and like Ben Margera, like they're not that cool. I've met Tony Hawk. He's not cool. He's pretty dorky. But he can do cool tricks, so. Man, I tried to skateboard and I just never could. I fall down every time. And I give up. Alright, so in 5 we got not S from 4 simplification. 6 we got not S or A from a 5 addition. Beautiful. 7 we've got F from 2 and 6 modus ponens. Good. We're right on target. Another addition. Let me guess, it's going to be followed by modus ponens. And it is. Yep. Good. F and M, a conjunction. Nice. Good. Beautiful. Very clean. No mistakes. Good job. Okay, does anybody see anything with this one? Any questions?
I mean, I do think you were wrong. I think there was one mistake.
What was the mistake?
You did an array.
Oh my god!
I revoke
After
And this is on
all
camera,
that.
too.
Oh,
Before he does a race, I can't necessarily see what the second thing he wrote was.
the second, so, like line 6,
Yes.
so that says not S or A. And it's from an addition on 5, which is not S.
Okay. In my brain, whenever I wrote that one down, I wanted to try to put T in there, but A makes a lot more
Oh,
sense.
okay, yeah. So you were gonna try to add T to not S.
Yeah, but you can't really do that, can you?
Well, you could do that, yeah, you could just add it with an or, because you're not really saying it's true. You're just saying maybe it's true.
All
Right.
like the fabrications, it's hard for me to like wrap my brain around the fact that I can do that.
Yeah, so that,
Yeah.
yeah, it feels like cheating, right? That's the common every class I get. It's like, how does that work? But it's just a technicality, right? Because it's like, you know, we know that we're all in class right now. I say, look, it's true right now that we're in class or that we're all thin. Now, is that a real, like, oh, that's a dilemma? It's one of those possibilities. There's no real connection there, right? It's just that technically, since or just means at least one is true, and we already know it's true that we're in class right now. I guess I could technically say, yeah, we're all in class right now, or we're in. Or I could say, you know, I'm wearing a vest, or I'm the Queen of England, or something like that, right? Yeah, I know I'm not the Queen of England, and there's no connection between those two, but it's just technically true, since I am wearing a vest. Does that make sense?
But didn't you prove last class that you were the Queen of England?
I proved that I was the Queen of the Skeleton Realm?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Skeleton queen.
Not to like go off on a tangent, but I feel like you could make like the best plot to a horror like film, like if there was like someone who like every logic premise they said was true. That's
So
terrifying.
they could just prove anything and it would just come true, or they
Like-
could just assert it and it would be true.
Exactly, like if your students didn't show up to class and then you were like, my students are in class or they're dead, like.
Well, and so I don't know that's happening, I don't know I have that power, but I keep saying things and then all of a sudden like just one of you will be gone,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that's a good plot.
I don't know, that's just my journalism
Yeah.
writing brain.
That's good.
Or it kind of seems like kind of monkey's paw, like
Oh, yeah.
that kind of idea. Ugh.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know
like-
anything about monkeys.
It's sort of like the genie can like misconstrue things. So if you're like, you know,
Yeah, something bad with it.
the example from like the main literature sources, like a woman's like, I want 200 pounds, like euros money. And then the next day, her son gets killed in a terrible accident at work, and like the compensation is 200 pounds.
I thought you were
So
gonna
she
say
goes-
she like woke up and she gained 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, that was what I was thinking.
So that that's sort
It's
of
not
what,
a
like,
real
Monkey's
story, it's
Paw
okay.
is. It's like the misconstruing of what we want.
Okay, yeah,
But you lose some
Yeah.
faster.
yeah. So this proof could have just killed all of us. Yeah.
We haven't put anything to the letters, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I think we're good on that one. Okay. Who wants to go next? Come on down.
Okay, this is number, this is 20.
20.
Oh, it sucks.
So yeah, I asked that question of like, what is cool? And I made a joke to one of my classes. I said, like, I said something like, you know, what's a mental image you have of somebody who's cool? I know it's gonna look a lot like me, but second to that, and then one of my students just went, no, it's not. And it said, cool, and then they were like, cool people are people who don't talk about being cool. And I was like, I'm just joking, I hope you know. And then I've been playing the Price is Right. Whenever someone would come on down to the board, I'll be playing this, I'm going, come on down! And maybe I'll start doing it for this class too. But then when it was time, I knew the student was going to come down and just made fun of me. So I got that, like, the sad tuba sound, like, wah, 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 wah. And the only one, like, towards the end of the class, the only one who came down that got that was her. She got so mad at me. It was funny. I've never made a student actually mad at me. That's what you get. Okay, so 6, we got M for simplification. That's a proper move.
Just discuss them.
M or
And then
N,
you just throw
addition.
jabs at them like you better raise your arrows that they great.
We should do speed runs, and during the speed runs, we play the Coconut Mall theme from Mario Kart.
Or like we have competing people doing the same move. Like you get it,
Faster.
Oh, that's
like
so
you
much
both
fun.
like, you get it at the same time and whoever solves it first, like.
We should have races. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Like High School Musical, that's what they do in that movie.
Yeah, we all sing.
Yeah, and then they like do a chemical thing so everyone can go to the show.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that part. I've seen those movies so many times.
Love them.
I hate them.
Oh, wait.
There's 3, and there's also a series. What's the series?
That series is so bad.
Okay.
It's so
High
bad.
School Musical.
don't hate on it.
High School
It's,
Musical, the musical.
you know in your heart that it's bad, right?
Well, I thought she was gonna
I
leave
watched,
because
like,
of all
one
her
episode, and I
drama,
was like,
but she has to stay for at least 4 seasons. So I was like, dang. So there's gotta be 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
Alright.
Yeah, and that's like what her
Okay.
contract is.
Yeah, let's walk through this real
And
quick.
so I was like,
Okay.
I wonder if she'll stay because of all her like drama and stuff, but I think she
Well,
has
also
to.
her, like, having
For
been doing it for
simplification.
I
so
know.
not needing to work
Sixth
again for the rest of her
edition.
life.
Oh, I know.
I will say when driver's license comes on the radio,
Okay, I used to really dislike that song because there's improper
Two,
grammar
three.
in it, but
Yeah,
now I just
perfect.
listen to it and I really bop to it now.
Yeah.
I really do like
well,
it.
and when it gets to that bridge,
And yeah, that's
The
perfect.
entire album.
Good to start the dilemma. That's good to be able to see that. Good.
Yeah, I was like, what rule can I do that can get me both? Because I had on there just like letters, instead of like
But, like,
shapes, and I realized I can just make that whole thing.
Right.
I do like brutal. I remember
That's
I
something
listened
that
to
people
Brutal,
struggle
I feel
with
very
is
sassy.
getting
I don't
that
know
part
why, but I
down.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good, that's good. That's really good.
I'm in a stable relationship, so like,
Oh, right.
Oh, no, you're fine, you're fine.
so maybe I'm like, break up with me for the day.
Sophia.
I feel like makes you mad.
Sophia,
There you go.
look at these arrows. That, I gotta say, I mean, I don't care, but that's a bad arrow.
Oh, they've all seen you make a mistake.
Oh, Andy didn't wipe the board.
Yeah.
No, I told him he offered, I told him he didn't have to. Because I was gonna make fun of the arrow anyway.
My arrows are so
We
bad.
should have an arrow writing race.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Sideways keys.
Should we do a race?
Yes.
You wanna just stop doing the boring practice and like race each other?
Yes.
The crew?
Or-
You're saying no.
They're all,
Please, please
I'll do mine, and then you can come up with a problem for the race.
Okay, yeah. How about we do 2 more problems while we're doing these 2 problems? I will come up with problems for the race. I'll start that right now.
We are children.
I'll cheer for people.
Hey, nobody said you had to win. You just gotta race.
Oh, man.
No, it's not meant to be sassy.
Yeah, it is.
Competition.
You would have the best comebacks, and it's just really funny. Because I can't remember what she said on Tuesday. It was, oh, that, like, not interested or something.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
funny.
Sassy.
It's a family trait.
Oh.
It really wasn't meant to be sassy though. I was like, you don't have to do it, you just have fun racing.
You need to say that when you're going against someone. Just be like, yeah, just
It was like,
you don't have to win.
it's just for fun, and he gets up there, he's like, alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Remember, my hand's not working, so probably there's gonna be an advantage.
That's his head.
Sophia, your arrows are quite uniform.
Oh, they're looking good. Man, it's so funny that you actually went home and practice. That's so funny.
You really did?
No.
Clearly! Look at them! They're beautiful. Of course.
I mean, I was thinking of like, okay.
You absolutely practiced.
I did not.
Okay,
I did not.
sure.
This-
Okay,
Okay.
explain this to the class.
So first, we're gonna do number 4 as M for 3 simp. Because M is a simp apparently. And then 5, we're gonna do A and P or R. And we can do that because of number 2 and number 4. So since we have M, we can say we have that whole thing.
Nice.
And that's modus ponens. And then number 6, we can say we have A, and we can do that through the simp rule again with number 5. And then number 7, we can say we have A or K and J through the magical rule of adding, because that's logically sound.
It is. So many, really though, so many of my students are doubting that that works.
It's just weird.
It's just weird, but weird things work.
It's too much power.
It is powerful.
That's true. And then we can say we have not E and not F on a number 8 because of number 1 and number 7. So we have the whole left side of number 1 now, A or K and J, which through modus ponens we can say we have not E and not F. So that's 1, 7 modus ponens. And then number 9, we can say we have not E through simplification. For number 8. And then finally, number 10, we can say we have the conclusion, not E and not an A, because of number 6 and number 9, we have A by itself, we have not E by itself. Since we have those separate lines, we can combine them through the conjunction rule.
Good.
And I didn't have to draw another arrow.
But what a shame, those are such well-practiced arrows.
I have So, this is like not related to that.
Okay.
So on the reading schedule, it says, I wanted to check on the 7.1.2, and it says 1 through 10, but on the syllabus, it says 1 through 20, so I didn't know which one we needed to follow. Cause that's what I was looking at, that's where I got the 1 through 20 from. Yeah,
I
but I
would
did,
follow the reading schedule, yeah. I
Okay.
think the problem planned out, yeah.
okay,
It's so hard to keep track of all the freaking little, the exact numbers, so yeah, I mean, yeah, just follow the reading schedule,
Okay.
trust that primarily, because that's the one that I literally sit down for like one day before the semester starts for 8 hours.
Okay.
I make that reading schedule and I like check it, and then my brain's fried for the rest of the stuff, so. Okay, let's get one more person to go while I'm finishing this race problem, and then, I said, yeah, not you, sorry, Apostle boy. You've got a lot, you've been sassy, so.
My last, I'm feeling very guilty about the last one because it was not supposed to be sassy.
It's funny, it's fine.
Just embrace it.
You know what, I'm gonna tell Adam.
Here, all of this.
All this is.
The Lord himself is sassy.
What was that?
The Lord
I just did
himself is
this now in
sassy.
class.
You think Jesus wasn't sassy?
Truly.
Look at there in the scripture, yeah.
Yeah.
You hypocrites.
Jesus makes poop jokes at one point.
But no, it's just like we have to have 4 arguments.
That was Wednesdays.
Very sassy to the very.
Exactly.
It was like, woe to you, to all these different people calling him out, and he's like, and then one group was like, hey, you're calling us out too, and he's like,
Yeah.
I am.
But it's very gentle sass.
I
That's how you
don't
read
know.
it.
I guess it does depend.
You're
But
telling me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hate to cut around, but.
Oh, no, you're totally good, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sorry.
No, you don't even have to explain, you're good. Well, thank God that guy's gone.
It's one way to get your students to not leave early if you teacher talking about.
Just talk
when they
absolute
leave.
trash.
He's gonna look at the live stream later and be like,
He's gonna be like, I feel so bad that I left, I better go make sure I watch me after class.
I mean, I recorded like a meeting I had for a group project for a girl who wasn't there, and I just kept saying like, oh, Michelle, you know, I hope you figure this out, or we miss you, or I hope you're okay with us talking about these weird things.
I think we've forgotten you're not here.
Yeah. No, we were talking about weird books, and we were like, oh yeah, this is on our recording that we're gonna put on our group Canvas page. That's great.
Am I supposed to draw a line here?
Yeah, if you want, I mean, you don't have to, but.
I want to.
Okay, explain this to us and then somebody check it. I'm almost done with these, so you all can be the teacher for a minute.
Okay, so took not O because of simplification, and then because we have not O, we can have B because of MP, and then from there, because we don't have O, then we don't have P, so not P and T, and then because of that we can add these two, and then because we can add these two, we have Q.
Looks right to me. Yeah. Good, good job. See, you didn't come to last lecture and you're not even behind. Look at that.
Well, the book did tell me how to do this.
Exactly. That's fine. Fake it till you make it, my friend.
I can like follow them really well. It's just thinking of them.
It's hard. It's like a puzzle.
That's the fun part though, 'cause it is like a puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've always loved about it.
Why did I make this?
I like geometry.
I think it was 7.2.2 was actually really fun because it was like you have to guess the third line and then justify the third line in an equation. So you like
Yeah, I love, all of those like fill in the gap problems are those are my favorite. I don't know why, I love doing logic. I do it in my free time. So, okay, these should both be valid, but I proved them in my head while I did them, so not doing it good.
Just like the two people racing just get really confused.
I'm kind of expecting what's gonna happen. Okay, I'll put these two problems up on the board. Honor system, everybody close your eyes. I don't want anyone getting an unfair advantage.
We'll secure, we'll make them comfortable.
Well, let's ask, who wants to race?
I'd be fine.
Raise your hand if you want to race. We've got 3 contenders, 4 contenders. Okay, so while the first 2 are racing, I will come up with another set as well. Okay, so here are the problems going up.
Oh, wait, so they're gonna have different proofs going on at the same time?
What?
They're gonna have 2 different proofs?
Yes, 2 different proofs using the same rule sets and with the exact same number of premises, and it should be the exact same number of steps. Or would you rather race 2 different proofs of the same length, or would you rather race to complete the same proof?
I think it should be the same.
You want to do the same?
Yeah.
Okay, then that makes sense.
Fine.
Okay. So P, not G,
Get the tag out after you do one.
Relay race.
W.
Hope you and your teammate have both the same like mindset approach here.
What's the favorite sticker you have on there? Yeah. So I was just sitting here
know.
looking.
I really like the jean jacket, or like the jean pant one, because my friend made that one for me. But I also really love the Topo Chico. So,
I'm not brave enough to put stickers in there. Like any stickers I get, I'm making them magnets. Yeah. Like I have magnet sheets, so I'll just stick it on there and then cut it out. So I don't feel as committed.
yeah. See, I think I'm gonna end up getting, and I'm gonna, I thought about maybe if I tried like Mod Podging it and peeling it off. I just love them so much. I don't know.
Yeah, just have a computer set to restart my sticker collection.
Yeah. I really should have like collected them somewhere like more temporary, but I mean more permanent. But
I feel like the stickers are the most fun part of my hobby.
it's the most fun part of my college.
Like anytime Sue had something, I'll be like, yes, I'll take the 3 stickers.
Yes, exactly. Okay, actually, I lied to you. Which one is my favorite sticker? This one is a palm tree, but it's from a coffee shop on the beach, and so the bottom is a coffee bean.
That's cute. It also looks like a pineapple.
Yeah, it does. It does. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Like what you
No,
think
I
it
feel like I've
sounds.
seen the bear one before. Where did you get it?
I got this one in the Teton National Park, but they have this style in all of the national parks.
Is it
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Ohio banner in
My mom
Farmhouse
had
that has
pleasure.
the bottle
I
of
love
it?
pleasure.
It's his dad's
She
day.
said it was ridiculous, like so great.
It was gorgeous.
Where is Glacier?
Okay,
Like an hour away from Canada.
that one's good.
Whenever I was
Well,
climate change
my
is
roommate's
messing with
favorite
their
is
they're
they need that
backing
coming
up
out
their
of
normal like secondaries. So we didn't really do that much, but it was gorgeous.
Let's go on to the magnets.
All Alright, first round. You versus you. Let's do this.
Alright, Sophia.
Okay,
I'll start putting up the second round as well.
here, do you wanna share my cheat sheet, just so
Cheat
we're
sheet?
even?
Oh,
Oh,
that's not allowed.
no cheat sheet.
Oh, no,
No cheat sheets.
Yeah, but
This
it
is,
is cheat in the name.
this is a battle royale.
Ooh.
Whoever loses this gets an F in the
This is
time.
logic, bro. What?
You can mark the what?
You know what? I don't have to win. We're still before the W deadline.
Oh.
That's true.
Okay, wait, when are we starting?
And W's
Okay.
for win.
Alright, Noah, give us a count off.
Let me get my
Wait,
stopwatch.
Here, let's look forward. Okay, we both have
I think you need to be like back to back.
That's what I was thinking, like,
a rule. Don't be looking at the board though.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Why did you make this so long?
If they're valid, I'm gonna be impressed that I could come up with a valid argument like that quickly.
Do we have to do all the steps for hypothetical syllogisms?
Yes,
Okay.
every single one. There are ways around that. So there's lap, minute 51 seconds.
Should I stop or should I keep going?
Keep going. If you make a mistake in this, then you automatically win. Unless you made a mistake too, then you don't lose it. Wait. Let's see. Okay. Good. Good.
I probably just added extra steps.
You have to extra steps or I skipped something.
I think I did unnecessarily hypothetical syllogism. I totally did.
It's the arrow. So you did a disjunctive syllogism, but this is an arrow, so you can't do it.
It's
311. Right, they do it with a conditional.
but it's
Oh my god, you're right, yeah, no, you're absolutely right, never mind. 11, 12, 9, right? Good.
not be from 3 and 11, and then we have not this from 8. Wait, no, hold on. But
12, 9. 9, you negate that,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you're right.
7, 10.
And then, good, yeah, right, perfect.
Yeah, I totally just did 2 extra
Yep, doesn't slow
hypotheticals.
you down,
Yeah.
so you're correct. Well, for 8:15 both times,
'Cause
that's 8. Yeah, okay, good, yep, good. Good, okay, good. Wow,
Good
Sophia, I'm sorry. You lost. Well, everybody clap for our
We
contestant.
can clap.
This is the last day Sophia will be joining us in class. She's now going to have to drop the class. It's very unfortunate.
then Josh is gonna have a talk with you.
It's been nice knowing you, Sophia.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry you have to leave.
Those arrows didn't really help you that much, huh?
I mean, I'm still saying, when you drop to get a W, that's a win. Oh, you're good.
Go Wildcats.
Imagine like applying to like grad school or something, and they're like, so why did you drop your logic class? And you're like, well, the easiest way to explain is I lost a bet, so.
No, I'll walk into my advising meeting, on Tuesday with my honors advisor and be like, Josh, I have to drop a class because I lost a race.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
They'd be like, what drugs are you on, Sophia? I'd be like, nothing, Josh.
He'd be like, were you betting on horses and you just came to college?
It's like, what did you do to like boost your scholarships? Like, is this just an excuse? Do you not like me?
All right. Round 2. Who's our contestant? No one want to do it? You want to do it, Rick? Anybody else want to do more? I can make more. Okay, come on up.
Well, we do only have about 10 minutes.
That's true.
I was so stressed the whole time.
Yeah, Green, if that one's running out, I'm not sure if it is, it kind of felt like it. Okay, that should be fine, yeah.
I feel like
All right, are you ready?
Yep.
I get the clock going.
I'm just gonna start it. Hey, that's
3,
very-
2, 1, you're off.
Look at me.
Wait, what is
I
it?
still think Jeopardy would be.
What?
Is that?
And?
That's a game.
Yeah, sorry.
Can we play the Jeopardy thing?
No, stop.
How did this class start? So we found each other.
So far, nothing's in the horde. They're rolling out the gate 1,000 miles per hour, folks. A 10-hour loop of this stuff. We won't be here a while.
The Kahoot music, my favorite.
That's just earlier.
Jeopardy call.
And like, if they would change it for the holidays. Yeah, they would change it for like Christmas, it would turn into like bells.
Wait.
Wait, there's a contradiction.
We both figured that out.
No teamwork.
Wait, so then we can just do whatever.
Who said you got a contradiction? What's the contradiction? I don't remember putting one in.
Hold on.
Wait, never mind. No, it's not a contradiction.
What? New Jeopardy host, did you get fired or something?
What?
New Jeopardy host?
I think
Did you get fired, really?
Yeah,
That was fast.
I don't know why, it was
That's-
some tweet or something like that, I think.
Oh, man.
I remember, I think it was like, maybe it was like sexual harassment comments?
yeah, I
I
think
thought
you
it was
made
a tweet.
comments.
I think it was a tweet.
I mean, I could believe it's a tweet these days.
He's a or something.
sooner than later, I'm sure.
Financial justify that would be.
I won't say this on mic, but some,
Wait,
I
that's
see
not
them
what
in
I
another
saw.
class, like, I couldn't help but joking, they wanted to cancel me for bringing up Jerry from Subway and saying that he had big baggy pants. That's all I said.
It's a sad freaking world we live in.
Yeah, it's just weird, but they, I don't know, but, I mean, I know he did bad stuff, but I don't even know what he did.
It was.
Was he just hiring prostitutes?
No, it was
No.
like he touched kids and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it was
But
like,
is that true?
it was like
Oh.
child porn stuff.
Crazy. Yeah, I just remember him for his pants.
He was the guy in the ads who's like, it's like, I lost so much weight for being Subway.
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody said that they think baggy pants are cool. And I said, like that baggy? Like Subway
Juco,
did
like
baggy?
90s. Like, have you seen pictures of like
I'm sorry, I'm just like going, I don't really know if I'm doing anything right. Music actually is very anxiety inducing.
Good.
It's,
I'm glad.
Oh my goodness.
why did I do that? I don't really remember where I was going with this.
Okay. I see.
Oh.
I see how you. No, Kahoot's not.
Get like exercise, like,
And then it gets you. Okay. It was almost weird.
Did you drink his coffee?
Oh.
Did he have three
No, but I've got black coffee, where I can like handle them.
Does anybody watch Jeopardy? Anybody in here enjoy
I
it?
used to watch Jeopardy with my great grandparents all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know my,
Virginia knows,
Yeah.
my cousin and their girlfriend make it like a weekly tradition to watch the Jeopardy episodes.
Yeah. It's fun, I like Jeopardy. My wife has seen every single episode.
Dang,
Her family has them all recorded on VHS for like
dang.
10 years worth. They're crazy.
I'm not sure if I did.
She'll
Well,
just
yeah,
put on
we're just-
reruns of Jeopardy that she's seen like 5 times and just watch them.
That's your wife?
Yeah, she's insane, right?
Wait,
That's
wait,
weird?
I'm done.
Do you
That's
agree?
what I needed earlier.
Do what?
No.
Do you agree that that's
no,
weird?
Is she like
Trying to skip to that step earlier.
Oh, man, shoot, that's
I don't know
patient.
what she is.
That's fair.
Yeah, she's just real
We're on the
off.
same track, I bet, yeah.
I'm not a huge philosopher on finding out.
I don't, did you finish?
I think so.
Let's check it. Okay, so
I'm not.
4 minus 10.
Wait. Oh, we could have just skipped. Oh. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna redo it. Right now it doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, so to get not one.
Like, how do, I just, I don't understand how people can like verbally say those
I
things.
think I'm just missing
It's
the
like
bits.
sometimes I have those thoughts from like, but I stop myself and like, Sophia, don't think like that. But I send it multiple times on Saturdays and nights.
Good.
That way, so where do you go?
That's like,
Oh. No.
men.
No, it's not.
Men speak.
Okay. And you don't look at this.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, this was a tough one.
Because there's like different ways I thought I could get to the same thing, but you need those extra steps to like
Yep,
help back.
exactly.
I guess.
Okay, you wanna walk us through this one now, and then we'll be done with class?
Oh, right, yeah. I almost skipped that step.
What was that?
You wanna walk us through this one, then we'll call it a day?
Sure. Okay, so we have this mess, and then I was like, how can I figure out that mess? So, we've got T because if not T yields W and Z, we have not W and Z, so by Miller's tolerance we have T, because we negate that. And then we have H and we have T, so I can just conjoin them. And if we have H and T, then we have P and Q or V, by Miller's tolerance. And then we have not V up here, so I knew I had P and Q. And I broke that apart to be just P because I needed that for this one. And that negates the consequent. So I have the antecedent. I just wrote Y instead of not Y. Did I do that right? I think I'm confusing myself now.
Cause
Wait,
not
no.
Y,
I have
so you'd
P.
actually get not Y.
Yeah, you actually get not Y.
Wait, would you?
So this would have been wrong.
Oh shit, wait, you're right.
That step is wrong.
Oh man, but that throws off the rest of the proof.
Yeah.
But if you do, you can do that in shorter, I think, cause you get a contradiction with V
Right.
and not V.
Right.
So you can do V or the N, so you can skip the R.
And then you could just prove it there. Okay,
But
so-
also, we couldn't even
Okay.
get there.
right. Well,
That's what I was jumping into, I was like, what is white knowledge?
so really, it's a tie.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's a tie. So you both are
As if that
now
wasn't
in the
trivia.
class.
Yeah, they do both lots.
Yeah.
We both lose.